Hey guys, welcome to my channel, the Canada Immigration Compass, where you receive all the information you need to migrate to Canada and to receive your permanent residency. Now, don't forget to like, subscribe, and to share my video. I have also provided my contact information in the description below, my WhatsApp number, my email address, and my Facebook page. Today, I want to share with you about the master's program and PhD program stream for Ontario, Canada, that allows you to be able to get your permanent residency in Canada. Now, in previous videos, I have shared with you that there are many streams or many path programs for you to receive your permanent residency, and this is one of them. I have also shared that each province um, provide their own pod programs based on their demand, their job market demand. They provide tailored pod program or streams for individuals to get their permanent residency or to get work permit in that province. So we know that the federal government, the federal immigration provide immigration programs like the express entry and so on. However, the local government, or you would call it the provinces, they also provide their own pilot programs, stream programs, or pathway, whichever name they are, description they want to give it. Some of them they are called streams, some are called pathways, some are called pilot programs, right? So today I want to talk to you about the Ontario, the province of Ontario pilot stream program for the masters and PhD graduates. Now, how this works: Ontario Master's Graduate Stream gives international students who have graduated with a master's degree from an eligible university in Ontario the opportunity to immigrate permanently to Ontario without the requirement of a job offer. Now, this is just one more way for you if you're like a graduate here, a master's or a PhD graduate, to get your permanent residency. You're still qualified. You can still use the express entry platform, but you can still use this. So you're giving yourself more opportunity for you to get to that ultimate goal, which is your permanent residency. Now, how this work is that, as I mentioned before, you need to complete a master's degree. Say it's the master's program, you need to complete a 1 year, at least a 1 year program, master's program at a recognized university here in Canada. And when you're applying for the this stream, your application must be done within the first 2 years after you complete the master's program. So if you complete the master's program, say in January 1, 2019, you would not be able to apply now. You'd have to have applied before or on January 1, 2021. So you must apply within the first 2 years after completing the program, and the master's program must be at least a 1 year program. The PhD program must be at least a 2 year program in Ontario, Canada. The next requirement is for you to complete the English test, which is the CELPIC or the IELTS. For the CELPIC, you need to get a 7, at least a 7 across the board, and at least a 6 across the board for the IELTS. When I say across the board, I mean you get if it's the CELPIC, which requires 7 across the board, I mean you need a 7 in reading, writing, listening, and speaking, because they test you in those 4 areas. So for this program, you need to get 7 in each of those category: speaking, writing, listening, and reading for the CELPIC. For the IELTS, you need a 6 across the board, right? The next thing you need to be, if you're applying within Canada, you must have status. It meaning you can be on a visitor visa. That is status, right? You can be on whatever temporary you can have temporary status like visitor visa, work permit, whatever it may be. So you need to have status in order to apply if you're in Canada. Even if your status is implied status, and what I will explain what implied status is. So implied status is when, say, you were studying and your permit, your study permit expire. From the day that it expire, you have 180 days after that to restore your status. So they refer to that period after your study permit expire as implied status, or if your work permit expire, it's called implied status. So you have 180 days or 6 months to rectify it. So if your status expire, your work permit expire, your study permit expire, you are in implied status within for the next 180 days or 6 months. And Ontario Immigration Nomination Program will accept your application if your status is implied status. The next thing is you need to be in Canada for at least 12 months for the last 24 months if you're applying from within Canada. So you have completed the program, the master's program or the PhD program, and you're outside of Canada and you're applying from outside of Canada, that is fine. But if you're applying from within Canada, you must be able to show that you have been residing in Canada for at least 12 months out of the past 24 months. On your application, they may ask for evidence or proof for this, like you could provide car insurance or hydro bill, whatever it may, you can use. There are several things documents you can provide to prove this. One of the other thing is that you do not need to have, one of the important things is that you do not need to have a job or a job offer to qualify for the master's or PhD stream program. And while you're applying under the master's or PhD program, I mentioned this earlier, you can still enter the express entry pool, right? So you're giving yourself additional options. And one of the good thing about the master's or PhD stream, why you should consider trying this stream even if you're in the express entry pool. With the master's and the PhD stream for Ontario, it's a much smaller pool. You're competing against less with less individuals than with the express entry pool. With the express entry pool, you have millions of people inside there. With the master's and PhD stream, is just people with master's or PhD stream or with PhD that are in that pool, right? With the express entry, you have everybody inside here, everybody, right? So this is one of the benefit of trying the master's or PhD stream within Ontario to get your permanent residency. When you made your application, if you receive a nomination, that means you would get an additional of 600 points. You have 6 months to apply for your permanent residency. If that 6 months have expired, fortunately, you can extend it. But if you have not made an application to extend it, then it will be invalid. But you don't want it to expire, right? The goal is to get the permanent residency. So you want, as soon as you get that nomination, you go right ahead and apply for your permanent residency. You don't want it to expire where you're going to have to fill up additional form and submit application, pay additional money. You don't want to spend any extra money. You don't want to waste or use up any extra time than necessary. So the nomination of a 6-month period for you to apply for your permanent residency. So you receive your nomination, you just go right ahead and apply for your permanent residency. Now, don't forget to like, subscribe, and to share the video. And I have provided my contact information in the description below. So if you need further information, you can reach me. Thank you.